On your next exhalation, lift your hips up, return to downward facing dog. Pushing down through the palms, drawing that waist in. Inhale, sweep the right leg up through splits. Now open up the hips, so stacking top hip over bottom hip, really lengthening through that front hip. And then square off the hips, draw your knee underneath your chest through core plank, hover. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Ground your back heel, reach your palms back, and slowly roll up, inhale. Sweep the arms out and back, open up your chest, inhale. Exhale, spill your chest forward. Slowly roll up, inhale. Exhale, let your chest spill forward. Roll up, inhale. Exhale, let your chest spill forward. Hold it here, reaching your clasped hands up and overhead. And then set the hands down along either side of the front foot. Step back in your high plank or knees to the mat in your modified plank. Perhaps moving through a vinyasa, perhaps finding a rest. Downward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Open up the hips, stacking top hip over bottom hip. Press down through your palms. Take another deep breath in, and on your exhale, square off the hips and draw your knee underneath your chest, core plank. Holding here, step the left foot to the left thumb, ground your back heel. Palms press back, spine rolls all the way up. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, sweep the hands back, open up the chest, diving warrior. Left shoulder to the inner edge of the front knee. And slowly roll back up. Keep energy through your feet. Roll down. And roll up. And roll down. Hold it here. Let the head fall heavy. Shoulders down the back. Set the hands down. Pick up that back heel so you're finding those lunge legs. Step back, plank. With the option to flow. Always an option to rest. Deep breath in. On the exhale, sigh it out. Do that again, inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands towards your toes at the back of your mat. Forward fold, soften the knees. Maybe clasp the elbows, maybe rock side to side. Release the arms and slowly roll up bone by bone. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Take a moment here, check in. You doing okay? Walk towards the front of the mat. Grab some water. I'm going to try to get a little cooler in here. It's warm. Are you warm?
Yeah, I'm always warm.
Okay. Well, now you'll stay warm. You're like a furnace now. Just building a baby and everything.
Funny, like it's amazing. It's like some moments it's like you're freezing. I had a sweater on last night. I was like, it is so cold. It's like it's fine.
It's a world of extremes, pregnancy, right? So you're coming towards the top of your mat. We're going into a standing figure four for your balance pose. So sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart and bend your knees. Put weight into your left foot as you draw the right knee in, crossing the right leg over, sinking the hips down. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, energetically press the palms more together and maybe push your hips back. So feel that opening through that right outer thigh. Inhale. On your exhale, lengthen up. Set the foot down. Shake those legs out. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart and set the hips back. Chair pose. Putting weight into the right foot, pick up the left heel. Cross that leg high over the right and drive those hips back. Ooh. Grab the wall if you need it, or my hands.
I've got this pose
Okay, good for you. Flex through the left foot and sink the hips more. Pull that waist in. Press the palms together. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. All right, so we're going into a supported pigeon. You're going to grab your bolster. Put it towards the right side of your mat.
Do you have to do a supported pigeon without Jenny? Or can you
I just think it'll feel nicer, and I just think it's...
I've been doing the regular though.
Yeah, no, you're fine doing it that way. I just think it's nice to get used to using props because eventually you're going to have to use them. So why not just kind of figure out the setup?
I don't have a bolster at home.
Yeah. Or block.
Oh, I have a bolster. Yeah, I know I have something.
Do you have a block? Okay. The pillow will work. Come to standing. So we're going to cross the right leg over the left and fold forward. And just feel that stretch for a moment. Isn't that lovely? And then you're going to step the left leg back and just watch the way I grab the bolster. I'm going to put it on an angle right in between the legs, and I'm going to set the leg down so both legs are supported, the front of the hip is, and the outer thigh. Doesn't it just feel nice?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's lovely. And then you're going to just fold forward. And as you do, it intensifies the stretch on the right outer thigh. Just surrender into this moment. Inhale. And exhale. So the pillow would work better than a block because you need the length so that you can get the support on both legs. And then walk your hands in and roll yourself up. Open up your chest. Take the left toes, press them down, and just step back, downward facing dog. And just push the bolster off to the other side. And from downward facing dog, just walk your hands back in towards your toes and slowly roll back up.
Is it important to keep walking your hands back in other than your feet up?
No, I just kind of chose that
Do
today.
that.
I just feel like I'm balancing your practice a little more rather than having you jump forward, walk forward. It just feels like a nicer, sweeter way to get there. But can you walk forward into a lunge? Sure. Soon your stomach will be in the way, right? So some of the things that we're doing here, even though it's not necessary, it's just like a preparation to when you are more limited, it won't seem so bad. If that's what you want to call it, yeah. It's just like, oh, I was doing that then, and now, it's just getting you used to some of the ways that you're going to do things.
Anyways.
Right?
And plus I can use the arm, like I never thought, oh, that's a good way to build the arms.
Yeah.
My arms are like my weakest.
Yeah, and I mean, when you're walking back here, it's all hamstring,
Absolutely.
and there's a lift through your stomach, so it's just a different way. It's not easier or hard, it's just using not the typical way that you're used to. But do you need to be jumping forward? No. Why?
Yeah, I know.
Right? So anyway, so now you're going to take your right leg, cross it over your left, or did we do that? Let's take the left leg.
I think it is right.
I think you are correct.
Yeah.
Right leg crosses over the left. Reach the arms up and fold. And just breathe here. We need to cross the right over the left. The left over the right, excuse me. So take a switch, left leg over right leg. Because we want the bolster towards the left side so we can get the other side. So you feel that stretch? Okay, now step the right foot back. Take your bolster in between the legs on an angle. Heel toe your front foot towards your other hand. And find that position on the bolster where your left outer thigh is supported, where your front right hip is supported. Breathe in. and lower down. I'm just going to adjust the camera so you can see the positioning. Oh, I'm tight there too. Holy moly, breathe. So just notice maybe there's a different intensity on one side versus the other. Today's Monday, it could be different on Tuesday. It could be different if you try it later today. So just always being mindful that you are compassionate to yourself and cooperating with the body that you have brought with you on your mat on any given day, because the body that you have today might feel different tomorrow, especially because of what we did today. So you may be more open. You may be feeling a little more empowered. You might be really sore.
You're like, thanks, Jamie.
Yeah, take your hands under your shoulders and roll yourself up. Inhale. Exhale, press the toes back into the mat. Step the left leg back, downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. So I'll take you the other way. I want you to try to walk your feet in towards your hands, but try to keep the length through the backs of your legs. Try to keep the lift through your waist and walk in. Forward fold. We just got there the other way. Soften your knees. Inhale, wave up halfway, open up the chest. Exhale and fold. Good, keep breathing here. Breathing out. And then we're going to just bend the knees and lower down and have a seat. Stretching your legs all the way out ahead of you. You can sit on your bolster, you can sit on a block. Just finding staff pose or dandasana. As your pregnancy progresses, you'll obviously step your feet out a little wider. So maybe we'll just separate the legs a little, lift up and out of your back, and just fold forward. Try to keep the length through your lower back, so avoid rounding. So hands beside you, push into the mat and lift the chest. I like to even press on my legs and kind of smooth them out, kind of puts the hips in their sockets, and it's kind of like a little massage. And then slowly make your way back up. Let's bring the bottoms of the feet together. In Baddha Konasana, hands on the ankles, lift the chest and fold forward. And just release in the back, release in the inner thigh. So if you wanted more outer thigh, you'd walk your feet a little further away. If you wanted more stretch in the inner thigh, you'd pull your heels closer towards your groin. And just do what feels best today in this moment. And just know that there are options there. And then begin to slowly build your spine back up and extend one leg out, followed by the other leg, and grab hold of your bolster and place it right out ahead of you. And put your palms right on top of the bolster and lift your spine up. On your exhale, bring your upper body forward, maybe placing your forearms, maybe keeping your palms. Just knowing wherever you are is just perfect, and feel that release. I could even go up higher. Yeah, isn't that fun? And just breathe here. I think every exhalation you just release a little more deeper into the stretch that feels good for you today. Just before that edge, no pain, just feel that sensation. And then make your way back up. Take your bolster off to the side and just kind of shake the legs and bring them back in. Then you'll take the bolster behind the lower back once again. Bend your knees. Hands go behind the backs of your legs, chest is nice and lifted. You're going to push your lower back into the bolster. I'm going to have to walk my sits bones a little more forward. And then lift your feet up. Find this supported boat pose. Okay, energy in the legs, energy in the arms, shins parallel towards the ceiling. Do you feel okay? Feel those muscles? Good, lift your chest. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders down the back, maybe even let go. Choose where you want to go, maybe even extend. I'm sticking with the bent knees and the hands behind my legs today. Breathe in, breathe out, set your feet down, put your hands on the shins, push against the shins and lift, maybe even separate the feet wider. Just give yourself a little space here. Then bring the bottoms of your feet together once again, and it's always important for a moment to draw your attention to your pelvic floor muscles. You know where those muscles are. Help with the birthing process and help pull everything back together when that's complete. So lift your back up tall. And as you exhale, contract those muscles, lift them inward and upward as if you were stopping the flow when you were using the bathroom. As lovely as that sounds, but you know what I mean. So inhale, contract. Exhale, lift a little more. Inhaling. Exhaling. Just a few more cycles. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Take the hands to the outsides of the legs. Draw your legs together. You're going to turn onto your left side so that you can lay yourself back down onto the bolster with your lower back up against, feet in Baddha Konasana, palms up toward the ceiling, and just feel that amazing support that that bolster gives you. Take a moment here to check back in. Feel that nice opening in your chest. Again, the heels can be in closer towards the inner thighs or a little further away, wherever you feel the most comfortable. And take a moment here to put your hand on your belly and then your other hand over your heart. Just breathe here. Remember that your breath, your prana, your life force is for two of you now. So when in doubt, always, always return to your breath to keep you in the moment, to keep you connected with your baby. Maybe using your yoga practice as a time to have that deep connection with you and your baby. Such a special time in your life. Such an amazing, abundant experience. And when you come to your mat each day, giving yourself that time. Giving yourself that time. Just you, your baby, and your mat. Yeah, actually what I'm going to do is I'd rather you put your feet back in Baddha Konasana. I'm going to show you how we'll transition. Hands to the outer edges of the legs, draw the legs together. I want you to turn over onto your left side. I'm turning to my right just so you can see. Okay. Then you're going to take your bolster and place, you're going to lay yourself down on your arm, bolster between your knees. And just lay here, just getting used to finding Shavasana on your side.
For some reason I had some pressure on my, in the uterus area.
Okay.
When I kept that, Baddha Konasana.
Okay. So we'll just avoid that anytime you feel any type of discomfort.
And then as soon as I straighten my legs out.
Yeah. So it was just when you were laying? Okay. moments here on your side. And maybe taking a moment to express a little gratitude to your body. For all the hard work it's going through right now to build that perfect being, that perfect light inside you. Respect your body, listen to your body, and don't be so hard on yourself as you're going through this time of change. And every choice that you make, remember that little companion inside you. Every breath that you take, realizing how important this time is to give yourself and to your baby. And as you're ready, you can begin to remove the bolster from between the knees and use the strength of your arms to make your way back up to your comfortable seat. And once you find your comfortable seat, I'm just taking a moment here. And we'll take a deep breath in, stretch and reach the arms up and overhead. Exhaling, drawing your hands to your heart center, sealing in this beautiful energy that you created through your practice this morning. And the fact that you've honored your body, listened to your body as it goes through this